being thrown into the fire yet again. I gotta wake up. This is tough. I've been lately trying this whole new thing where I go to sleep earlier and wake up earlier. And to get acclimated to that is not easy, because I notice even one night where I stay up a little too late playing Elden Ring messes a whole week up. So I'm trying to do more with less time. That's the goal. I've been doing it for a few weeks now. Much more productive human being. And I have to be. My husband Romark has a baby on the way with Michelle. It's a complicated scenario. Don't think about it too much. I got to rush today. Don't have that much time, so I got to crunch a bunch of exercises in as much as I can within just slightly over an hour. I got about an hour and 15 minutes, and then it's going to be time for the cardio portion, Jiu-jitsu. So let's get this thing started. And just as promised, here is today's workout. Was that a little too quick for you? Well, you could always go back, pause it, check it out. Let's get going. So today's accessory day. Yesterday I did a bunch of events, or not really a bunch. I just did a very light overhead pressing with a log press, strict out of a rack. Went on to deadlifts, double paused, very light, and also suitcase carries to kind of sort of mimic the awkwardness of the dinny carry that may or may not be in the Rogue. I just assume it will be because we're going to Scotland. Everything was light and easy, although after not really seriously lifting for 3 months, I'm feeling it. By the way, today's accessories, and I'm going to be starting off with push-ups to get my bicep tendon nice and warmed up, and then doing some pulling motions. My chest has never been strong, so just going to be gunning for 15-20 reps, 3 sets. That's not my entire warm-up routine. I've got a lot of other stuff I do beforehand. I'll be showing you guys that soon enough. But to stay on track today, because I gotta get as much done as I possibly can, I'm gonna set this interval timer. So 2 minutes of rest, and then I get 2 minutes of work and talking to you guys. So basically 1 set every 4 minutes is the goal. Just to clarify, yesterday was Monday's workout for me in this week. Of course, you guys are gonna be getting these videos a little later. And today is Tuesday's workout. Maybe in the future I could coordinate that better. We'll see. Set number 2, 2 minutes of work. Or 2 minutes to work, no. All right, 20 reps, not bad. 1 minute remaining, and then 2 minutes rest after that. Gotta give myself a little extra rest so I could also write down everything I'm doing, talk to you guys, and actually center myself. Vlogging and doing these workouts ain't easy. I'm very happy with that though. Like I said, chest has never been a strength of mine, although I was able to do clapping push-ups and clapping behind the back at some point, but I ain't 20 anymore, nor 250 pounds. Right now I'm sitting at around 310 pounds, which is very light for me. It feels light, and I gotta get that weight back up if I'm gonna be serious about competition. Let's do this. Final set. Best set, let's go. I just realized I think I only rested a minute. I'm not used to this thing. Push-ups are done. Now it's on to something I actually enjoy. T-bar rows. Get these soccer balls out of the way. All right. The cool thing about T-bar rows is that they force you to not go to a full range of motion. And I have this good and sometimes bad habit of absolute full range of motion in all my rowing. And that means when I do a cable mid row, I really pull it against my sternum and squeeze. But right now, with this bicep tendon issue, anything that breaks that 90-degree barrier puts a lot of strain on my shoulder, even in pulling, which is not a nice place to be. So T-bar rows, in theory, should limit that to a point where I can pull and not aggravate this long hip bicep. We'll find out. One thing I like to do on T-bar rows, line up my toes with the plate, the first plate. Be right over the plates, and then they're not leaning all the way back, in line with a straight motion and pull. Whereas if you step too far back, you're not gonna be able to use all your force to pull it into you. Some of your force is gonna be going back, just a waste of energy. Oh, that feels good. No issue in the bicep whatsoever. Oh, that's perfect. Hell yeah. Let's add some weight. Number 2, just added 2 reds, so up to 50 kilos. Again, keeping it light, probably at max 3 plates. 75 kilos will be the most I go. Right now, just focusing on a really tightly braced back to rehab that back injury that I got leading up to the Arnold's Classic. And pausing on the top. Just following that whole rule to make light weights more difficult as I recover from injury. Okay, that actually kind of got hard. That's quite pathetic. All right, weights are getting up there. Nothing too crazy, but right now it feels crazy. 3 sets, 8 to 10 with this weight is the goal, at least. Don't have the best discipline right now. I keep noticing I'm dropping my chin. I'm gonna have to fix that, try to get my spine to be neutral. 2 more sets. I think that was 8 reps. 8 reps with a pause on the chest. The focus is control right now. Build up volume, work capacity, and the ability to have dominance over the weight. Show who's boss, not need momentum or power to be able to put a stop to the weight in the hardest position of the movement, which is right up against the chest. And when I master that with high repetitions, I'll take that pause away and just work on smooth motion, more the bodybuilding side of things, really build up my muscle, get some weight back, and then when it gets a little closer to competition, full force, using leg drive and everything. All right, set 2, here I go. Maintain that form right now. No pushing forward with weight until this is conquered. Yep. Yeah, 1 more set. Oh man, I can't wait to get strong again. That's the dream, right? Get strong, maintain it. But it comes back quick. Just gotta dust it off, you know? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Final set. Keep it simple, stupid. Just get it done. Oh, I didn't pause long enough. Gotta make up for those short pauses. That'll do on the T-bar rows. And also, it's so important. I've been doing this for absolutely forever. Making sure I write down all my movements. I have a Googled spreadsheet. This goes back over 10 years. 10 years of data, of collecting every single weight, repetition, exercise, and note on those exercises that I've done for over a decade. And what this allows me to do is now next week, I know exactly what weights and reps I need to improve on. Every single day I try to come in here, I try to improve in some regard, whether that be form, repetitions, time held, or just PR post injury, which is where I'm at right now. But those little incremental steps forward, that's everything. Some days I feel weak, but I see the numbers I need to beat, and I make sure to do it. Prove to myself I'm not as weak as I thought I was. Typically, I prefer pull-ups over pull-downs, but lately, because I'm trying to rehab this little baby injury, I think I might need another 2-3 weeks of doing very light pull-downs, nice and smooth, to get that tendon to calm down and heal up a bit. So light work, high repetitions, 10 to 15 is what I'll aim for, maybe with 150 pounds, really keeping on the light side. To be honest, I actually lost count of my reps. So much for logging the workout. I could just go through the video and review that though. That's the nice thing about vlogging. So right now I'm using a narrow grip because that also just helps take some pressure off the shoulder. Gets a little bit more stretch out of the lat. Not completely to full stretch either. That's something I'm building back up to because that's just the position that hurts the shoulder right now the most. Before I even add weight, I want to increase that range of motion. And when I get that range of motion full and painless, I'll start increasing the weight week by week. So right now, just 150 pounds, and I'll build up from that. B-roll, B-roll, B-roll. Look at all those numbers. That's B-roll right there. All right, let's do this thing. Rest period's not completely up, but it's light. Oh, forgot the pause. Gonna double time that pause. Oddly enough, pausing before the full range of motion actually exhausts me a little bit more because that weight's still under tension. I find that vertical pulling helps open up the shoulders for better mobility in overhead pressing if done to full range. If done to partial range, that could eventually shorten the muscles or at least inhibit them from their full range of motion in overhead pressing. Of course, stretching and other means have you work around that, but I also just want to teach my lats to be engaged at their fully stretched position. Even when overhead pressing, you want your back to be active and tight to help stabilize. Final set. After that timer rings. Come on, ring already, baby. There we go. All right. That pause is also killing me. Humbling, humbling, it truly is humbling. I got some stuff to work on. It's good to have a base though, and every week's gonna get better. Coming up next, I've got dumbbell supported high rows. So gotta get this bench set up. That'll do the trick. Gonna go very light and just focus on squeezing the shoulder blades first to initiate the motion, follow through, and pause on top. Not gonna worry about it getting too high, because forcing that extra height kind of hurts the shoulder a bit. Just to keep my shoulders happy, I'm gonna limit that range of motion. Super light, 30 pounds. Pull shoulders back, row, pause. Feels good. 3 sets, 10 to 15 with a pause on the top. I always just treat these as just an accessory to help with stabilizing my shoulders and building a little bit of extra meat on the upper back. Not necessarily for strength, more for health. New angle on these guys. Looks good. 10 to 15 reps. Pausing on the top. It's crazy how much my right shoulder wants to shrug. Constantly reminding myself to push this down, brace through my lower traps, and pull my shoulder blades back and down rather than up. Let's finish this thing off strong. The goal, of course, is 3 sets of 12 or 10 to 15. If I can get each set to be 15 or higher, or at least have the average amount of repetitions equal over 15 between the 3 sets, then I can go up in weight next time. Hell yeah. Definitely going up in weight next time. Yesterday I did log press with an arched back, so that's somewhat of an incline press, high incline press. I'll do a regular incline press today, but with, well, as you guys guessed it, light weights. I'm gonna be married to light weights for a little while. I hate it, but it also feels kind of nice. Takes the pressure off the thing. Lifting light for a while means I can hang out with you guys and learn how to do this vlogging thing. Genuinely, you guys are gonna laugh. 50 pounds. That's That's where I'm at with these. Gotta be willing to pull back. When something hurts, the best way to heal it is to keep moving in any way or intensity that doesn't hurt. And right now, that's 50 pounds on the incline press. So shut off the ego, get to moving, and make sure it doesn't hurt. Because pain does not equal gain, burn does. Nice and easy. I'm just gonna do 3 sets of 15 of that. You guys know what I'm up to. I think just showing 1 set is enough. Nothing exciting going on here. Flushing out the motion, getting some tension on the joints, moving very slowly, adding a little extra long pause in the bottom. Not going too deep, keeping roughly 90-degree angle in the elbow, maybe slightly deeper. Weights are gonna go up fairly quickly. Unfortunately, I gotta call it there on that workout. It's time for some jiu-jitsu, the cardio portion. Next week, I'll definitely have to come in a little bit earlier because every single week I'm also gonna be adding exercises to these workouts. So today I didn't get to quite hit my biceps and triceps like I would have wanted to. That's all right. Next week I'll make sure I give myself a little extra time. Also on Friday I'll make it up. Make sure I hit those biceps and triceps. Jiu-jitsu time. This right here is Horse House in El Segundo. Just a nice 3-minute ride away from Wreck-It Gym by electric bike. This is what I do for cardio. Quite a bit more than cardio. I want to get competitive with jiu-jitsu. I'm taking it just about as seriously as I do my strongman training these days. In the past I was doing 2 to 3 sessions a week. Now I'm gonna try to up that to 4 sessions a week with this guy. And that's Tiago right there.
And I'm gonna push him to do 5 times a week.
It's true, I'm gonna have to go up to 5 times a week if I'm getting really serious about this, maybe even more. But right now I'm kind of in a phase to build up the gym, my gym, Wreck-It Gym, get some more people in there, and then I'll be able to put more time into athletics again.
I make you walk, boom. I make you fall. Now wait, I gotta just touch you on the shoulder, slide, so you're not gonna see, slide. Okay. That's how we're gonna do it. Okay. Very good. See, you're doing good right now. 3 more. Very good. We did a lot today. We did a lot today. I made you move a lot. That's good.
That was intense. And today we didn't even do any like real sparring. It was all just light, very light situational work. We started off with arm drag after arm drag after arm drag. That'll get my cardio up to where I need it. That's for sure. I'm just trying to get that muscle memory back so I get the right flow because I'm a little bit lost right now. But after doing an amount that I lost count and an amount that I cannot count up to, just arm drag after arm drag, finally got the flow there. Arm bars, trying to get my knees to be in that position quickly rather than just slowly slugging my knees around over the chest, but kind of jumping on the chest and then going right into the arm bar. And then Coyote, I guess is what it's called, half mounted on me, and I gotta flip them over. Been doing that a lot before my trip. I remember how to do it. I could barely speak, but good workout day. Tomorrow's a rest day. Coming back Thursday, did up legs and some more events. Like and subscribe, everybody. We just recently posted an awesome interview with Piros Dimas leading up to the Olympics. So if you guys are weightlifting fans, check it out on my main page, Martin Licis page. It's all in the Strength Unknown playlist. So good stuff and more videos to come.